What's up guys, I'm Matt from Plant Fed Productions and I've been off running now for about 3 months due to a stress fracture, and that made me think about how difficult it is to get back into running, and more so how difficult it is to start running in the first place. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my 5 tips to get started on a running program or get back into a running program. Check it out. Tip number 1, be committed. Commitment is a huge part of running, and it's important if you want to see progress. You have to be committed to making this step and continuing on with it. A commitment is a personal choice you make. It's the state of being dedicated to a cause or an activity. In this case, it's running. You're already committed to stuff. You know how it works. You're committed to your partner, you're committed to your children, you're committed to your job, all this stuff. I need you to be committed to your running if you want to take it to that next level and really enjoy it and really see progression. That's being committed, and that's when you'll see results. Tip number 1, be committed. Moving right along to tip number 2, be consistent. You're already committed to your running program. Now I want you to be consistent with your running. Consistency is the secret sauce of running. I'm telling you. If you just get out there and do it on a consistent basis, you will see progress, I promise. Listen, if your goal is to live a healthy lifestyle by eating more fruits and vegetables, I promise you, it's not going to happen if you eat fruits and vegetables one time and then for the rest of your life, you eat junk food. It's just not going to work because you're not being consistent. The same applies to running. You can't just make the decision, go out and run once and expect to see results. You have to be committed, tip number 1, and you have to be consistent with it. Let's get right into tip number 3. Let's take a look. Tip number 3, go slow. This is probably going to be a lot slower than you think you should be running, and that's okay. A lot of people ask me how they control their breathing when they're running. If you're just starting out and you're wondering how to control your breathing, you're running too fast. Take it easy and slow down. Listen, the slower you run, the more comfortable it's going to be. The more comfortable you are, the more likely you're going to hang on to this habit that you enjoy. Running fast and pushing yourself can be a lot of fun, but in the beginning, take it easy. Remember, running has nothing to do with speed. The only difference between running and walking is that you get airborne when you're running. Running slow and easy is going to be a different speed for everyone, and you'll speed up as you progress in your running. Don't worry about speed. Tip number 3, go slow. Welcome back to the office, guys. Okay, you are moving along nicely. Now you are committed, you're running consistently, and you're running slowly. So how do you take it to the next step? The next step is to set goals. And I want you to set SMART goals. Not SMART as intelligent, SMART the acronym. A SMART goal is one that is specific, measurable, adjustable, realistic, and time-based. A specific goal is one that is concrete rather than abstract. So a concrete goal might be to run a 5K. An abstract goal might be to run further. You can't really nail down that run further, but you can nail down the 5K. And because your goal is specific, you'll be more likely to chase after it. S is for specific. A measurable goal is one where the process and the progress can be measured. Let's use the example of a 5K again. The 5K is measurable because distance is measurable. If you've been running for a while and you've already run a 5K, you might want to run it faster. So let's say you want to increase your time or lower your time by 30 seconds. That is measurable, and that gives you a goal that you can actually run towards and you'll be more likely to achieve. Specific and measurable. The A is for adjustable, because why? Life happens. You can't be tied into this running program and be so rigid that you throw everything in your life out the window just because you need to run. Your goals have to be adjustable. So if something else comes up, you can do that and then you can jump right back into your running program. It leads to a happier life, I promise you. The A in SMART is for adjustable. Keep your goals adjustable. Setting a realistic goal is huge. Listen, I could set a goal that I want to run the fastest marathon time in the world. I want to set the world record, but that's probably not realistic because I know what I can do. I know that that is beyond my ability. Now, they can be a little bit beyond your reach. If you're starting out, a 5K might seem like a crazy distance that you want to go and run, but it is realistic. 5 kilometers is 3.1 miles. With the training, anyone can do it. Set realistic goals and you'll be more likely to achieve them, and you won't lose motivation working towards them. The T is for time-based. This is another huge thing when it comes to setting goals. So we're going to go back to the 5K again. Set a clock. Put yourself on a clock and say, I want to run a 5K in the next 6 months. Or pick a race that's 6 months out and say, that's my goal race. That's what I'm going to work towards. It'll keep you focused, it'll keep you on a clock, and it'll make you more likely to get out and train when the times get tough. When that commitment is trickier to stick to, you'll know you'll be more committed because you've committed to this race that is tied to one moment in time. The T is for time-based. On to the last tip, tip number 5. I want you to increase gradually. But increase what gradually? Everything to do with your running, I want you to increase it gradually. I want you to increase your distance gradually, the time you spend running, the speed you run. I want you to increase it all gradually. Have you heard of the terrible twos of running? Terrible twos is too much and too soon. Too much being too much distance, too much speed, and too soon meaning increasing your volume too quickly. All that can lead to injuries. It's very easy to fall into the trap of wanting to do more. If you're just starting out, you are going to quickly see results. And if you're seeing results from doing X, you might be tempted to think, if I do 2X, I can increase that much quicker. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. You will get injured and you will be out for a long time wishing you could get back into it. Tip number 5, increase everything gradually. All right guys, I have a surprise for you. If you've been watching this long, thank you very much. And I have a 6th tip, a bonus tip in my 5 tips to start running or get back to running. Tip number 6 of my 5 tips to help you start running or get back to running is not to compare yourself to others. Everyone's at a different stage of their running journey, and comparing yourself to others is just going to lead to disappointment, disillusionment, and it'll make you not want to continue. Don't compare yourself to others. Trust me when I say there will always be someone faster than you. Of course, I'm making an assumption that Eliud Kipchoge and Usain Bolt aren't watching my video, but keep this in mind. You will always be faster than someone sitting on the couch. You will always beat someone who didn't have the courage to start. Now, with these 6 tips in mind, it's time to get out, be committed and consistent in running slowly, and you will achieve your goals. You've got this. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with all the YouTube analytics and helps YouTube direct my video to the people that actually might be interested in it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the content I put out. Thanks a lot. See you.